Welcome back to your live continuing coverage on BeTerrific of InfoComm 2015. We took a little bit of a break right in the middle of an interview, and we will get Craig from Data Video back on at some point. I promise you that. We had some technical difficulties here back in the control area, and I'm sorry about that, but we're back and we're better than ever. This is your live continuing coverage of InfoComm 2015 from the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, Florida, just steps away from Disney, Universal, and a lot of other great theme parks. It's really exciting. InfoComm is amazing. It's a great show. It's really about corporate electronics, right? It's about education, and it's about a whole lot more. So we're in the digital signage pavilion, on the digital signage stage, and that's really exciting, but we're going to talk about a lot of different things here too. Let me tell you about how you can connect with us, by the way. First of all, you can connect in real time through our Slack chat. All you have to do is go to beterrific.com/Slack, join the other Terrifics. You're one of the Terrifics, and you make BeTerrific special, but if you go to beterrific.com/Slack, you can enter your name and email. We'll send you an invite to join our Slack chat. You can converse with us and the other Terrifics. We'll read your comments on air sometimes, and your questions as well. We kind of check in 24 hours a day to keep the conversation going, so you're going to want to do that. Also, reach us on social media. That is at BeTerrific TV on Twitter and Instagram. Of course, on Facebook, we're facebook.com/BeTerrific TV. And you can also email us. We love the feedback. Thank you guys so much for your wonderful feedback. Connect@beterrific.com. It's great to be back on. I see that Ben is in our Slack chat right now, so is Planet Mitch, and a bunch of you other Terrifics. Thank you guys for watching. I've got the great Mike here from TiO. You guys make some interesting products. It's about control and automation, which I love. This can be used for all sorts of things, including, really, it can be used with digital signage because you can control the signs and displays in different ways.
Yeah, you could.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks. Glad to be here.
Tell me about TiO.
TiO, we're sort of unique. TiO stands for Turn It On. We do automation products, primarily residential, but we have a lot of commercial, light commercial applications, and we're doing some buildings and some hospitality systems and that sort of thing. We're a very simplified system, no laptops, no computers or anything for configuration. It's all done from an Android tablet. And we have a limited number of SKUs, so it makes system design really, really simple. Our base unit is a music distribution system, digital streamer, and it's a really small little device, right? I mean,
wow.
It doesn't get much smaller than that.
That is tiny.
But that's a 100-watt amplifier, 50 watts.
That's a 100-watt amplifier?
Yes.
I want to put that in my car.
It does high-res audio, and it's got all the popular music streaming services are all embedded inside, and it also has Bluetooth. So it's designed to install in a wall, so it takes up no real estate in a room, and it has lots of power options. We can power it over Ethernet, we can power it over a 16-gauge wire, so it's a very versatile device. So it does a lot of different things.
So when you say it's got all the streaming services inside, you mean like I could get Sirius, I can get iTunes, I can get
Sirius,
Pandora,
it's got
Spotify?
iTunes, it's got Rhapsody, it's got Spotify, it's got Deezer, Tidal.
All in that little box?
And it's got Bluetooth, so anything that's not already in it, you can just stream from your phone. And it does high res, so it's one of the very few streamers on the market that'll do lossless, uncompressed audio.
Wow.
So you get much better quality audio from it than you do most streamers on the market.
That's really awesome.
It is.
I really like that. How much does that go for?
This is $599 retail.
Okay.
And the really cool thing about it, it's manufactured in Florida.
What are the connectors on the back? I love that. It's manufactured in Florida in the United States of America.
Yes, manufactured about 60 miles from where we're sitting right now.
I like that. Are most of your products manufactured in the United States of America?
All of our products are manufactured in Melbourne, Florida.
Wow, that's very cool.
Right.
So what are the connections on the back?
Connections on the back. We have a line level audio output, so you can use it as a source for another device. It's got a digital audio optical input, and it's got an auto A/B switch on it. So you can put it on the back of a flat panel display, and when the display turns on, this thing turns on, automatically plays the audio, and when it turns off, it goes back to sleep.
Wow.
So it does that all automatically.
So this would be really good for businesses, for restaurants.
Yeah, it's great.
Hotels, all sorts of applications like that.
Absolutely.
Even universities, maybe, I don't want to say libraries, because you don't want to play music in a library.
Well, you might.
But you might.
Sound masking.
I actually like that idea. My wife says this all the time, that I need constant noise. I really do. Sometimes I have the radio and TV on, and then I'm watching videos on my computer and sending emails.
Right, yeah, a lot of people do. Yeah. So that's our primary thing, and then we also have a lighting product. It's a simple light switch replacement.
So how many of those do you need in your house? Let's go
You
back
need
to
one
that.
for every room you have music.
Every room you have music, your house
Right.
or office, and it just connects to the network.
It just connects to the network.
And it will work in your house as well as your office.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Right, right. And you can synchronize them together wirelessly, so they all play exactly the same thing in perfect synchronization.
Do you need an integrator for this? Or how hard is it to put this together?
Yes, it does require installation
Okay.
because you have to set up the network.
Right.
We have a TiO network that gets set up when you put the thing in.
Got it.
but
So is
it's
there
very
another
simple.
box with that, or it's just you have to set that up?
It's this, and then we have what we call our master coordinator, which creates the TiO subnet, and that's the only overhead piece for our whole system. Then everything else scales in a 1-to-1 ratio, just exactly the features you want.
I love it. Let me see your lighting product. You know what's great about this, especially for digital signage, is digital signage by itself is great, but without the right lighting to give it accents, it's like hanging a piece of art on the wall, right?
Well, lighting creates all the drama.
Exactly.
Right. So the beautiful thing about this is it's what we call a load agnostic lighting controller. So it's a direct light switch replacement. Just replaces an existing light switch. Except you'll notice there's no buttons on the front. It's all touch sensitive on the front. So you, at time of install, you decide whether it's got 1 button on it or 2 buttons or 4 buttons. And those buttons can control anything in our system. They can activate a security system, they can play music, they can activate lights up and down, they can control multiple light loads at the same time. The beauty of the system is we use a patented technology for dimming where you can control actually an LED type light and an incandescent light simultaneously on the same circuit. And we're the only lighting company that can do that. Most have either a leading edge dimming technology or a trailing edge dimming technology. We do both at the same time, and we're the only ones that do. So you always have the right light switch, no matter what kind of light fixture it is.
Very, very nice. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And this can all be controlled by an app?
It's all controlled from an app, yes.
Android and iOS?
Yes, and the apps are a free download either from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store.
Who configures that? Does the integrator configure that, or do I?
The initial configuration is done by the integrator.
Yep.
But all the scenes, all the moods and experiences, what we call, what we call the scenes, are created by the end user.
Right.
And we make that very simple. You literally go into a room, turn the lights on that you want at the light level you want, set the temperature in the room you want, pick the music you want at the volume you want, and hit a little button on there that says capture this mood. And all those settings get saved and they can be recalled at any time. And those settings can even be scheduled to be recalled at a certain time of the day or even up to an hour before or after sunrise or sunset.
I really like that. That's really
so
awesome.
you have complete control of the system.
And if you want to add one of these boxes, you can add it at any time.
Any time, right.
So you're like, hey, I just want these 5 lights in my bedroom.
Right.
Now I want my whole house. Or I just need
Right.
these in this room, this conference room. Now I need the whole house.
Right, you can scale it at any time.
And I think what's cool too for businesses is, oh, I forgot to turn that light off. No problem.
You just do it from the car.
Yeah. That's very cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
We
That's
love
Mike
it.
from TiO. How do I find out about TiO?
TiO, we're at booth 5585F in
Yep.
the Innovation Showcase here at the show. We're online at www.tiohome.com.
Great.
And everything's there.
Mike, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
I
I
hope you had
appreciate
fun.
the opportunity.
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back right after this with a whole lot more, live with your continuing coverage of InfoComm 2015 from the digital signage stage in the Digital Signage Pavilion. I'm Michael Artsis. You're the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.